The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
We're popping into Florida.
Nothing abnormal happens in Florida.
Yes, this is the Boca Raton City planning meeting. Okay.
Yep. Boca Raton's a big city.
Yeah. A woman named Ashley Cream has come in.
Yes.
And
Ashley Cream, interesting.
She's very interesting to look at too.
Right.
Yeah. You know, she's been enhanced, let's just say that.
Significantly, I think it's safe
in the
to say.
Chestal regions.
Right.
And she's wheeling in an old man, we find out.
So she's trying to get, like, better...
wheelchair access
looking after people with disabilities, is that...
No. So they've asked people to come up and speak, and she's gotten up, and the old man's gotten out of his wheelchair and he's sort of, hobbled next to her to show her the support. I know.
Baby Jesus!
Pretty amazing stuff. And then she goes on to say something that a lot of people probably don't think of in everyday life. She makes a speech saying sugar daddies, both gay and straight, and yes, even sugar mummies, are responsible for college educations, cars, homes, rents, jets, Birkins, and the occasional body enhancement, where she said, I've had nothing done. And then she had a request for the city council, and here she is.
This is a planning meeting, right?
This is a planning meeting.
Okay.
Let us celebrate these giving, generous Samaritans as I stand before you, requesting that you decree a Sugar Daddy and Mommy Appreciation Day on March 10th to honor those who have given us so much. Thank you and love you all. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you for that's a city council issue. Anybody else wishing to speak on the issue of the flammable liquids?
The flammable liquids.
I mean, he played an absolute straight bat, didn't he? That is a city council issue. No, don't be so stupid. Stop wasting our time.
And also,
which is what he must
we're
be
talking
thinking.
about flammable liquids today.
Very good. So March 10th.
Sugar days. Have you ever known anyone that's been in that
Never.
scenario?
Yes. So
You
there's
have?
there's a guy in Bali that we stayed at the Padma for the last 10 years or whatever, and he has been the sugar
Daddy?
No, he's been
the sugar child of. He's a sugar mummy.
So there was a lady that he first met from Germany who came over and lost her husband all the years ago, and then she approached him because she kept coming back year after year to see if he would be her.
Sugar baby.
Sugar baby?
Sugar baby?
Yeah. So he took it on, even though he kind of had a girlfriend for a lot of the time, but he explained that to the partner.
That it was a financial
There was
decision.
a financial agreement. So we'd ask him, so you have to have sex with this woman? And she was old. And
When you say old, what are we talking? What are you saying? Are we taking
Well, it
it
would have started in the late 60s, and now it's, this German lady is up to around the 80 mark. And apparently, my mate Dennis was just telling me he has shut it down only recently and got married.
Oh.
But in the meantime, because he was getting around on, how in Bali when you're there, everyone's on these little scooters. He's coming in this flash motorbike all the time.
And that's how we
got. That's how we got to the basis of it all. But he was doing that. So she would come over twice a year to the Padma and stay for 3 weeks, and he'd have to be with her the whole time. And then he'd get flown to Germany once a year and holiday with her for a couple of weeks over there.
Wow.
That's Rhonda and Couture. That's amazing.
It was. Yeah.
God.
He did it for a decade.
How many cartons of Vaseline were sent to that room? Hey, Amy, you're married. Did he ever tell her... Did he ever tell his wife about that scenario?
Well, it was his girlfriend, yes. Yeah, it was totally
So she was across it, that it was a financial transaction.
If Alex was in this transaction and he had a sugar mummy and you found out about it, how would you feel?
She's like, where's the money, mate?
Show me the money.
Don't cut it off.
That's right, exactly.
Mummy wants to go to Bali.
I mean, if you're going to do
Don't
it...
tell me. Just show me the money.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
I just want to know about the cash.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun in podcast form.
There's a girl named Shannon who lives in Queensland and she's got her phone out and she's filmed over her neighbour's yard.
Yes.
A bit intrusive, but I'll go with it.
It is a bit intrusive, isn't it? But you know what? Content, Natalie.
Content.
That's what it's all about.
Why was she filming, Nate?
Because she put up a post saying, tell me that you live next to a straight, single, 60-year-old Aussie man without telling me you live next to a straight, single, 60-year-old Aussie man. And it was all about what was on his clothesline. And this is what she saw.
One 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs of denim pants with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blue singlets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of jocks. Hold on a second. What's going on here? Oh, no, there they are. Sneaky devil hiding over there.
Lovely.
7
I see
pairs of
that.
jocks,
Yep.
7 pairs of pants, 7 blue singlets.
What are you wearing for the week? Come at the back.
I know, and so that is literally his week's washing.
Yeah,
Done.
at the back. Now think of like a lady's outfit for the week: blouses, pants, skirts, fun skirts.
Yes. Well, if a
Fun
woman was to
skirts.
wear the same thing like that every
she'd be
day,
ridiculed.
yeah, everybody'd be like, "Oh, what?
Ridiculed.
Don't you have any more clothes? What's
Remember
the problem?"
when Carl Stefanovic did that for a year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Or
one
the same
noticed.
suit, nobody noticed.
Same blue suit.
And you know what? Men can say whatever they want, but you know, a lot of men they live a very simple, uncomplicated life.
I think it's a good idea.
I had a mate who had this guy that was living with him, and then one day I rocked around. This guy had just done his shopping, and there was 2 giant bulk packs of sausages.
So like 24, say?
No, Natalie.
Would you think
no,
more?
I think it was like so many sausages.
So 2 lots of 24 would be 48 sausages. You're saying there's more than
think it was a
48
lot.
sausages?
You know when you see a lot and you go,
Yeah,
geez,
that's
it's like
a lot of
briefcase
sausages.
of sausages.
Okay, so a sausage sizzle was about to take place at the
Yeah,
house.
Yeah,
because
having
there
people
was
around.
there was a giant bottle of sauce, there was
Yeah,
a couple of white loaves of bread, and there was some onions. And I went like, and I said, what, are you having a barbecue tonight?
Or are you doing a fundraiser at
Yeah.
Bunnings?
And then my mate said, no, this is what he gets every week for dinner. And I said, what are you talking about?
He buys that once a week and then just peels off a bunch of sausages,
Just like-
cooks them each night,
Yes.
slices some onion.
Yes. And then
he has that every single day.
And he has like...
Does he have scurvy?
He like... And you know he's got onions, so... he's covering the food groups.
I don't know.
So he just like... And apparently he'd like, down like 5 or 6 sausages in white bread each night. And then...
And that's it?
Till they were gone.
Yeah,
and then
and I said, like, so what, is this just a phase? He goes, no, ever since he had lived with him, he has always goes and buys his briefcase of sausages. And
you did eat turkey sandwiches every day.
You do. You
I know, but I
periods
had
of
other
time.
things in there. I had other things in
No,
there.
but you like to keep things simple and on task.
I do. Like,
When you
on
find something you
my-
like, you will
my
stick
rule
to
is,
that.
My rule is during the week, so sometimes Harry will go, oh, why don't you go and get KFC today? I go, no, it's a weekday. I eat like I'm in prison. I eat like I've got one of those metal trays for the different portions, and I just slop on like a big, and I've got it in bulk at home. I just slop it on, heat it up, and just eat it and get it in me.
Because you don't deserve anything better.
No, well, the weekends are fun things. During the week, no fun.
Then you go into your bunk bed and you...
And then I just sleep with my shib with one eye open.
That's right. The bucket in the corner of the room.
I reckon there's a heap of blokes who like to keep it simple, wearing the same clothes every day
Yeah.
because it's uncomplicated.
Yeah, maybe
Eating
same-
a sausage
yeah,
sizzle
yeah.
every day because it's
Yeah.
uncomplicated.
Yeah. We want to know the simple, uncomplicated lives of men that are listening right now. Give us a call, 13 24 10.
If it's you or if you live with one.
Yes, we're going to give somebody $150 to spend at Autobar Mechanical.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, are you a qualified mechanic looking for top rates and a sign-on bonus? Google Autobar Mechanical.
All right, we are talking about the uncomplicated lives of men.
Amy, our producer, was talking about how when her husband goes away camping...
On a fishing trip,
on
yeah.
a fishing trip, he'll just grab a couple of packets of Sandboys.
When girls go away for a weekend, it's like, no, there's a spreadsheet and you have to figure out, everybody's got a job to do.
Yeah.
Like when we went away for our book club retreat, I had so many, I was on cocktails. I took 3 different sets of glasses.
Sure.
The different cocktails.
Tell everyone what Megan travels with when you go on your little breaks.
A standard to be packed in all our luggage is always fairy lights.
You can't have a holiday without
We're
fairy
at
lights.
Nalu Station and we're talking, this is the desert meets
In
the
a-
sea.
in a caravan.
Spinifex, nothing else around. We have fairy lights running around a caravan. When we go to Rotto, there is fairy lights put up from the moment she walks in that door.
So say you have driven away from the house, you've packed up everything, and then 10 minutes away from
Yes.
you've
Oh
been
my
driving
gosh.
10 minutes, and then she's realised she's got the fairy lights. Would you turn around and
We
get
have to go back. Have to.
That's the difference
essential.
between men and women. Carmel, hello.
Hello, morning.
Hi,
Carmel.
Do you have a simple, uncomplicated man in your life, Carmel?
It's my brother, actually. My brother, he's a mechanic, and he wears PPE for work, and then on weekends he wears PPE around his property because it's just easier for him. He just keeps wearing his work clothes at home.
So his life is in PPE.
So he's in high vis walking around his property, Carmel.
Yes. with songs, but yes, highs is.
Songs.
That's the difference. That's how you know it's the weekend.
Yeah.
He's in thongs.
Well, there is Balinese safety boots.
On the positive, you'll always find him.
That's right.
Always.
So he doesn't.
You can see his tan line.
So you never.
His, work boots. Sorry, go.
No, go. His work boots.
I was just going to say you can tell because he's got his tan line from his boots, but his thongs are on.
Yes.
That's how you know it's the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. I mean, it is a bit like wearing a school uniform at the weekend, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, they're your work clothes. Don't you want to separate yourself from work?
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, we do.
But maybe his work PPE's orange and his weekend's yellow.
Is that the case, Carmel?
No, it's all yellow and blue.
He's a simple man.
That is a simple life.
He never gets up and thinks, what am I going to wear today? This is a decision that doesn't, because the decision's already made.
Oh, Carmel, has he got a partner?
Yeah, he does, actually, yeah.
Keeps the washing simple.
He doesn't mind.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, there you go. Thanks, Carmel. Chris, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, Chris.
Chris, you sound like a simple, uncomplicated man.
Yeah, it's easy. It's military. Just camouflage, stand out.
You wear camouflage every day?
Yeah.
Because are you in the military?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, come on. That's not bad.
That's easy. So when you're not in your work civvies, what do you wear?
A snuggie.
So that's all you've got.
Said who?
You've got camo or you've got the snuggie, nothing in between.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you're like not at work and you're going out, like you're going out for dinner, what would you wear?
Going out for the rare times I go out for dinner, there is a suit gathering dust somewhere.
Right. Okay.
That you've had for how many years?
Oh, I think I bought it when I was 17.
How old are you?
Remember Renoirs?
36.
Remember Renoirs in Perth?
Yeah,
that's where
Renoirs.
everyone went and bought their suits because you can get a whole suit for $100.
Yeah. Chris, that's a 20-year-old suit.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, Chris...
You can't tell me that fits you, really? Chris?
Yeah, I haven't changed sizes.
Yeah, he's in the military.
Okay, Chris.
Yeah.
So,
Brilliant.
firstly, congratulations on not changing sizes.
That's right.
So you wear your military stuff all day, and then you come home. What time do you get home?
4 o'clock now, maybe.
4 o'clock, and then straight away camo
snuggie.
off into the snuggie.
In the snuggie, and then park myself on my computer chair. Yeah.
Is there a lady in your life?
I do have a wife, yeah.
Oh, I do have a wife.
So what are you doing in the computer chair, Chris?
Yeah, I'm so intrigued.
Playing computer games.
Yeah. It's pretty obvious, Sean.
What's your favourite computer game, Chris?
Diablo 3 right now.
Die by 3.
Your life is a puzzle to me, Chris.
I'd watch your reality show.
They're not going to make a second series, though, are they?
No, but you know what? Veronica's only got one.
Oh, that's true. Thanks, Chris. Cam's in Balga. Hello.
There you go.
Good,
Cam.
buddy. You sound like a simple, uncomplicated man.
Yeah, to an extent, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell us about your life, Cam.
Generally just in high-vis work shirts. I'm a truck driver, so I tend to also do work away. So, yeah, it tends to either be high-vis or just short songs and just a shirt.
Yeah, Cam, so
Pretty easy.
when you're packing for your work trip, do you put in maybe like a collared shirt just in case, or do you live in a world where there are no just in cases?
No, not really. It's normally just if the occasion arises, it's just whatever I've got on hand.
Cam, what about when you're travelling on the road? Do you keep it simple at like eating the same foods?
Oh, definitely. Yep. Every trip, it's normally I normally tend to try and keep just microwave meals and that sort of thing. So even at home, I don't change it very much either.
Meals. So what's your
they're
favourite?
ready so quickly.
What's your favourite microwave meal that you get, Cam?
I couldn't really tell you. I think normally the southern style chicken ones from Coles there.
There you go.
So is that one of the man-sized meals? You know, there's man.
Yeah, the pub size. Yep.
Yeah,
Pub size, okay.
Pub size.
The pub
Yep.
size.
But
Okay,
it never really changes between the boots and the thongs, or the shorts and the long pants.
So that covers you, 4 seasons, the whole thing, every occasion.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, I want to know
That's
your man-sized pub meals, right? So do you vary them up, or do you just get the same one?
Oh, I try to vary them up, but there's never really that many options, so I
it's
just
not.
go, yeah, that'll do.
There's a Parmigiana one. I saw that the other day.
How's the Parmigiana one? Is that all right?
They're all pretty good. They're not home cooked meals, but they certainly fill the spot anyway.
Hey, Cam, when you're going through a roadhouse, what do you stop and get as a guy in the truck?
I'm a bit of a sucker for the beef and cheese sausages normally.
Yeah, I think we all are.
You're only human, Cam. You're only
It's been
human.
so long since I'm not going to finish that sentence. I just caught myself.
Wow.
Glad you did. Actually, I'm not.
You're
I'm
really,
not. I wanna
you're
hear
really
that.
evolving.
There you
I
go.
want to hear that. Sorry.
Thanks, Cam.
Thanks, Cam. $150 to spend at Autobahn Mechanical's going to go to Chris. Camouflage into a snuggie.
Yep, that's
What a
it.
combo.
Got it all covered, plus one 20-year-old suit.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Okay, this caused a bit of a stir on the World Wide Web, people.
Oh, my God.
Yes, a New York woman named Daphne. She was chatting to a guy on Hinge, and she ended up organising a date for him, and the date went out for dinner. Things didn't go as planned. Some people are saying she's a little bit judgmental. Anyway, they've gone to the restaurant. They've sat down to order. This is what's happened.
And I said, okay, I'm going to take the Bernzino. And he said, I'm going to take the burger. And the waitress asked him, do you want some cheese on your burger? And he asked, is this going to be extra? And she says, yes, it's $3 extra. And he said, okay, then never mind. And I'm like, what the actual f***? I got up and I just paid the bill and walked out of the restaurant, and I texted him, the check is taken care of, you should have gotten the cheese. And I blocked him.
You should have gotten the cheese and I've blocked you.
You should have gotten the cheese, and I've blocked you will be on his headstone.
So she put that up thinking that she would gather
She
a bit
thought
of...
people were going to be on
her side. Oh, he's terrible. Why didn't he get the
now,
cheese?
people were like, firstly, $3 is an insane amount of money for a slice of
I mean,
cheese.
maybe they put two slices on, but even then,
And
that's
then
a lot.
everybody else jumped on there and said, well, look at the cost of living these days.
Yes.
I mean, like, maybe this guy's saving for something, or maybe he's struggling in his
And maybe he
with his
just doesn't
wage.
feel that strongly about whether there's cheese on it or not. Do you know what I mean? Maybe he's like, it's $3. Don't worry about it. I don't care.
I agree with that now.
She's defended herself against the critics. She says, I'm a student. I'm an unpaid intern. My rent is half my paycheck. I have a huge credit card debt. But I'm fine about it. It's going to be okay. But when I go out on a date to a restaurant with friends, I'm not going to bitch about money. I'm going to enjoy myself and deal with it later.
Well, he didn't bitch about the money.
He just said,
no,
I won't have
thank
the
you.
cheese.
Yeah.
I won't have the cheese.
Yeah. Well, in it, we cut that down a little bit. He did say, isn't it amazing how much things cost these days? Which is true. Anybody that's got money and lives in this world, it's amazing how much things cost these days. But the thing is, just deal with it tomorrow. This guy might not be able to deal with it tomorrow. He might be watching every dollar he spends.
And also maybe he hasn't racked up heaps of credit card debt. That's not something to be proud of.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Maybe this
living
guy
beyond your means isn't a benchmark of great character.
Yeah. Maybe this guy really liked the look of you and how you were chatting, Daphne, and he really was stretching his budget to be able to take you out on a date.
Yeah.
And it just sort of reminded me, and this wasn't a date, I took a friend out for breakfast, right? This was a couple of years ago. You guys know her. And I took her out for breakfast, and I said to her, hey, breakfast is on me. And she goes, no worries, because she was in town. So we were over at the Subiaco Hotel. So she ordered a breakfast, and the breakfast would have come to about, she got a few extra sides or whatever. Probably $30.
Yeah, that's right. With
So
a coffee or whatever.
So $30 for her, $30 for me.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, great.
Yeah,
anyway,
you're a generous guy.
She had a big night the night before, and then she goes, you know what? I'm going to need a Bloody Mary. Oh, God. Anyway, they were $25.
Bloody Mary, really?
Yeah. And she goes, I'm gonna get a Bloody Mary, and I was like, and my eyebrows raised at that point, like there. Are you serious?
Yeah, because I'm footing the bill here.
I'm paying. Anyway, I didn't think it'd get any worse. 3 Bloody Marys later. 3 Bloody Marys. $75 worth of Bloody Marys.
Plus the breakfast.
Her breakfast was $30. I spent $105 on her. We weren't dating. We were just friends. And my mind went straight to that because I thought, what if you are on a budget and you're going out on a date? Like, how do you... Like, you must be crapping your dacks every time they look at the menu, trying to act cool in case they went rogue and ordered $75 worth of booze. That must do your head in.
You'd have to shepherd them in a particular area if you decide to go somewhere and unaware of the cost, but you should always look ahead just in case you're in that situation.
Yeah, the menus are all online.
But some people get those entertainment books and then go, I'll take the little voucher out and go, I'm taking that out.
You can't do that on a first date. You can't be the voucher guy on the first date.
You can't.
No.
But it still might be a nice date and a nice meal because that's all you can afford and you're trying to do the best.
We should live in a world where you can be the voucher guy. On a first date, especially these days. I wouldn't care if they pulled out a shopper docket.
I want 4 cents off.
Yeah, exactly. We go, you're getting 4 cents off, and also what'd you get at Woolies? And they really have an insight into their lives.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a minefield.
I know, yeah. I mean, like there are things that you can do that are cheaper. Like you can choose a cheaper destination. Don't go to if you can't afford to go to the fancy restaurant, don't try and impress them by taking them to the fancy restaurant because you won't be able to back it up.
Yeah, put you under pressure.
Right. So, Natalie, you've met a man. He's said, I want to take you on a date. Now, this guy is very budget conscious.
Yep. We're going to Roadhouse, aren't we?
Yeah. No, he said, you know what, let's go for a lovely walk down the beach, and I've made some sandwiches. Would you eat a random man sandwich?
It would depend on what was in the sandwich. Like, don't come out with a bologna sandwich.
I've seen, and I don't mean to be painting a brush on all men, but I've seen a lot of man sandwiches and they're not good.
Yeah.
No. They don't care about the way it look. They don't care about the proportions. They just put stuff in bread.
Well, it would be a good indicator. It would give you some idea of where you're headed.
I know, but then you're eating there. You're sitting on the beach.
Smoked salmon. Yes, I'll stick around.
Eating a man sandwich. We want to talk about dating while on a strict budget and what the realities of that are. And if you've been out on a date and they've gone rogue and you're going, oh, my God, how am I going to pay for this? We'd love to hear what hole you got yourself into. Because here's a way of getting yourself out. We're going to give somebody $300 cash.
Oh, nice.
Brilliant.
I know. Plus, you're going to be in the draw to win the Ultimate Crabfest weekend package. You can head down to the Channel 7 Mandurah Crabfest. It's happening this weekend. All the details at crabfest.com.au, but $300 is going to go to someone.
Lovely. All right.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Hi, Sarah.
Sarah, definitely your real name. Now, Sarah, have you got a story for us about dating on a budget?
I do. First of all, can you guys hear me? Because I have to admit, I'm actually driving to work at the moment.
I can hear you. You sound amazing.
Hands-free.
Thank you so much.
All right.
I love you guys.
Continue, Sarah.
So back in 2020, actually, I'm renting. I just started building my first home. So I've got a mortgage, rent to pay. Start dating this guy. Very sweet. Basically, I'm not being paid well at work at the time.
Yeah.
I've got about $60, each week for play money, as I would call it.
Yeah. Yep.
He calls me one day. Oh, you've had a hard day at work, baby. Can I take you out? Our local's got half-price burgers tonight. I go, great. That's so sweet.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Love it.
We catch up. We meet at the local. Go to the bar. He orders a pint. I order a glass of wine.
Yeah.
He just stands there and looks at me. So I kind of pull out my card and I pay. This goes on for a while. So basically, I'm footing the bill for all the drinks.
Yeah.
Time comes to order. No half-price burgers. No, he wants a steak.
But it's half-price burger, though.
What was he thinking? Like, every time he ordered, he just looked at you like... he just looked at you to reference that you need to pull your card out again.
Basically, I just didn't know what to do. I felt so uncomfortable. I was just like, he's not offering to get any drinks, and eventually I said, look, I'm going to go back to the bar. I'm going to get a wine. He goes, great, get me a pint, and I want some, the deep fried pickles.
I'm all for a girl paying their own share, like it's the 21st century and all. But
That's
ridiculous.
Can I say that is confronting, and I do know why you didn't say anything, Sarah. I remember I was that friend I took away literally paid for, I had free flights, so I took him overseas, and then I'm at the duty free counter. He walks up and puts a carton of cigarettes in front of me and walks away. And I was like, "Are you serious? You are here for free, and now I'm buying you a bag of how many durries?"
You'd set this precedent,
and it's so shocking when it happens. You don't know what to say.
It's no worries if it's a scientific experiment just to see the reactions, but no.
Let's go to Steph in Basie. Hi, Steph.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good. We're talking about dating on an extreme budget. What happened?
Oh, yeah, I got a doozy. I was in uni, so quite young. I think I was only just out of school, and I was dating this guy, and my birthday's in October, and the Royal Show is in October, but we'd gone out for breakfast, and he'd paid. That was all lovely, and then afterwards he was like, oh, your birthday's, coming up, do you want to go to the Royal Show? I was like, yeah, that sounds great. Thinking his idea, he's going to pay for my birthday, like whatever, treat. So we went. Yeah, birthday treat. So we went and got there and, kind of got to the point of paying for entry, and he just, looked at me. So I was like, okay, I'll pay for entry, no worries. Yes. Paid for entry for both of us, and the rest of the day he paid his way and I paid mine.
Special birthday treat.
Your birthday treat was to pay for him to go with you to the Royal
Yeah,
Show.
so I ended up, I would have been out of pocket at least $150. You know, you don't want to be the girl that's like, no, I won't get the show back. No, I don't want to go on the ride. So I think he wanted to go on, like, a lot of rides. It was at least 5 or 6 rides. And at that time...
Always the ghost train.
Sorry. This is the thing. He wanted to go to the Royal Show. You didn't particularly have that in the in your plan at all. No, not even in the plan. She didn't want to go to the Royal Show, so he's made you go somewhere where he wants to go and then made you pay for rides that you don't want to go on.
I would definitely not... I could not afford to go to the Royal Show like at the time. You know, I would not have gone, but yeah, anyway.
So, Steph, how long have you been married for?
Yeah, I didn't see that guy again.
Oh, that's weird. Unexpected. Thanks, Steph. Ryan, hello.
How are you?
Hey,
Good,
Ryan. Okay, talk to us about dating on a budget.
So, long story short, I was in a relationship for a long time, and we did the horse before the carriage, so I didn't know much about dating. And we'd split up for like 2 years. I met this woman, and my mate goes, man, you don't know what you're in for. And I'm like on obviously a really strict budget. And my job is really physical, so I eat a lot of food during the week. And this was on the Sunday that we'd organise it for the next Friday. And I'm like, all right, so the only way I'm going to be able to afford it is to be really skimpy during the week.
Okay.
Friday rolls along, I'm looking like a working dog, and like, if you know what that means, it's just... You know what I mean by a working dog, right? And I'm just like, I walk in and I'm like barely standing up, and she's like, "Oh, you know, you want to we'll just have like share plates and like cheap," and it ended up costing about $50 for dinner, and like we're still together a year later. Like, I'm good.
So you had to starve yourself for a week to be able to afford a couple of share plates.
Ryan, those share plates are really tiny. So how are you going at the table when all this food was in front of you?
Well, I just kept like pointing over his shoulder, "What's that?" And I'd sneak another one, you know, like a little bit more.
Ryan, I don't partake in that share plate nonsense. For me, if I'm going out for dinner, I want to know what meal I'm getting, and I want to know that's mine.
See, I like the share
Prison
plates
rules.
because you can have lots of different little tastes of different things.
Yeah.
I know, but you just,
You do feel you never want to take the last one either. You don't want to be seen to be the one.
No, you don't, but you really want to.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Ryan, have you been hungry ever since?
I'm kind of thinking now that's probably why I'm always starving. Yeah.
It's all adding up. Thanks, Ryan.
Oh, great stories, everyone. Enjoyed them all. $300 cash, by the way. Plus, you'll be in the draw to win the Ultimate Crab Fest weekend package. Head down to the Channel 7 Mandurah Crab Fest. It's this weekend. All the details at crabfest.com.au. It's going to go... Well, Ryan...
It has to go to Ryan. The poor man's starving.
No, he's starving to death.
There you go, Ryan. Go buy some food.
Thanks, guys. I'm going now.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.